Hello Taurus, welcome to this channel. This is your monthly reading for April. Let's see what's coming through for you. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. You can use this for your sun, moon and rising sign. If Taurus is your sun sign, remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. And I'm also going to be using an oracle deck at the end. For this month, I'm using The Healing Waters by Rebecca Campbell. Beautiful deck. So I'm using this because we had that Aries new moon, which was also a solar eclipse. Aries is a fire sign, so there's a lot of fiery energy in the air, a lot of uncertainties and things like that. So we need to balance it out with the coolness of healing water, right? Water has healing properties. Maybe this will work. Let's see, right? So, all right, Taurus, your cards are, so this is going to be a Celtic cross, but I will let you know which card is going in what position, okay? So, center of the reading, you have Ace of Wands, nice, beautiful, new beginnings, crossed by Page of Swords, and in the subconscious, you have Two of Cups. This came through for Librans as well. And in the past, you have Hermit, and in your conscious position, your ego position, you have Knight of Pentacles, which could be your energy because yours is an earth sign, Pentacles is earth energy, okay? So for immediate future, you have Emperor. This is Aries, ruled by Aries. Doesn't have to be about an Aries, okay? Five of Pentacles is in the position of advice. And environment, you have Knight of Cups. And opportunities, you have the Moon. And as a for the final outcome, you have Six of Swords. Okay, I just want to pull out one more card because the final outcome I'm not really happy with. So let's see. Okay, so the cards are saying to me, just let things be, don't try to change it. Okay, so that's what we have, Taurus. And Wheel of Fortune is on the back of the deck, okay? So this has to do with change, and the card is reminding you to go with the flow. You don't want to resist these changes. It could be that you are making these changes. Maybe your routine is going through a change. Maybe you are changing up things in a particular area in your life. It could be your career. It could be, your relationships. It could be your lifestyle. Maybe you are taking up a new project or something like that, starting a new business. So we all are going through different things, right? But change is the overall energy for the month. And if you come across any unexpected changes though, the cards are reminding you to flow with the changes. We don't want to resist it, just like what I did, right? When I saw this as a final outcome, I was not happy with that, so I tried to change it. I thought maybe a nice card will come out, but this is what came through. So maybe it's asking you to let things be and not try to struggle with things or things like that. Instead, you want to flow with the changes, right? All right, so now let's see what's coming through here for you. Okay, so Taurus, now it's time for you to come out of your hiding. Okay, if there have been certain things that was kind of bothering you, Okay, or it could be that maybe there are certain things that you want to, maybe there is a new project that you want to take up, um, but maybe you are coming across some self-judgment. Okay, maybe you are doubting it, maybe you are coming across some you are questioning things. Okay, however, now is the time you want to move forward. See, Knight of Pentacles is um it's actually in moving in this direction. It's very it's slow movement, but it's not, some of the court cards are actually facing the past position, but this is future oriented. So if there have been certain things that was lying in the back burner, maybe there was a new idea that's actually catching dust. Okay, maybe because you are overthinking things, you are hesitating, and you are coming across some, you are asking questions. Maybe are you trying to make it perfect? Things like that. So this is the month you are putting that to rest. This is the month you are finally telling yourself, okay, you know what, let me at least start. We will see where it goes. I'm going to give it my 100%, and the rest are not in my hands. So I'm just going to take the next step, whatever feels right, and then let things be. Whether it's going slowly, whether you don't know how to get started, but this is you taking that next step, whatever is possible today. Okay, and you are moving things forward. Wheel of Fortune. So that's beautiful energy. Yes, so things may seem a little bit slow, but that's okay, because it could be the solar eclipse energy. Okay, but it's important that we at least start, and and stay consistent, so we can make some progress here. So you are moving, this is movement happening. Okay, and this is in your subconscious. So what I want to say is, yes, this is you creating a sense of balance in your life, Taurus. This is you making time for you. You are taking it easy, and you are not worried about. I mean, you also have this, but when it comes to certain things, you know that yes, um, it is what it is, right? It's like acceptance. But with this, it's like, you are making time for you as well. Yes, there are, your responsibilities you are taking care of. See, with the Emperor, it looks like you are being everybody's father. Are you? This Emperor's energy is about taking care of everything by yourself, being protective. It could be your family, it could be even a stranger. You are being very protective, you are doing things for others, being there for others, and things like that. So it could be your energy, or it could be someone else. Okay, so in that case, yes, you are taking care of your responsibilities, but at the same time, you are also making time for you, to for those things that matters to you the most. It could be, for some, it could be their family, it could be your health, it could be a spiritual practice that you are taking up, it could be for you focusing on your creative projects, things like that. So you are focusing on all areas of your life. It's not just your responsibilities that you are focusing on, you are also making time for other things. So that is helping you create a sense of balance in your life. So this is the subconscious. So you are coming from that place of union. Okay, and because of that, it will also be possible for you to connect with others more easily, is what I am getting. On the other hand, this could also be a connection that you are kind of thinking about, because what I'm seeing here is a tendency to be in your mind. Okay, all these energies could mean that you are overthinking something. It could be something that's holding you back. It could be any area of your life, your relationships, a project that you want to take up, and So there is a tendency to uh, yeah, come from that place of, fear. It could be fear based thinking, so just be aware. Okay, and that I'm seeing that with the hermit card as well. You judging, you being hard on yourself, Taurus. Okay, you questioning yourself, you doubting yourself and things like that. So both these energies are available for you. This is heart based, this is ego's tendencies. Okay, when I said ego is not a bad thing. Ego help us relate to our experiences, right? But ego could also be, fear based thoughts. uh, so that is something to be mindful of this month. Okay. Yes, and this could also be a connection. Someone who is important for you, a relationship. So yes, and in the center of the reading, you have Ace of Wands crossed by Page of Swords. Yes, like I just said, there is, are you listening to your intuition? Because this is some new insights you are getting, an inspired thought. Okay, it could also be an idea, something you want to work on. It could be a sudden realization, a revelation, an aha moment. Okay, but whatever this is, it's actually making you feel kind of this is you, fighting the storms. It could also be you fighting with yourself. Okay, like I mentioned, there is something, there is a situation that's kind of bothering you. So just know how you can put that to rest so you can focus on other things. Okay. On the other hand, this may have something to do with a project, like writing. If you are an artist, if you are, a writer, something like that, listen to yourself, trust your own, knowing the insights that you are getting, and let that guide you. Don't let mind take over, is what I want to say, because if you do, then things are going to get a little bit challenging. Okay. Yes, Five of Pentacles is in the position of advice, and I'm wondering why this came through for the in the advice position. It could be that, the card is reminding you, have faith. Um, it may feel like, if it feels like you are if you feel like you are an outsider in your own life, that is not truth. It could just be, again, the fear talking. Okay, so just be aware of fear's tendencies. You don't want to dwell in them. So it's like, if it feels like, you can't resonate with anything, you can't relate to anything, or if it feels like you are, you have to do everything by yourself, you know so it's important, if you are exhausted, if you are tired and you have like things to do, then you will only make yourself sick. Okay, so what I want to say is, if you are feeling a little bit sensitive and emotional about things, maybe think about taking a step back, and instead of pushing through, make time for you. Okay, to really understand what's going on within. Maybe think about writing down your thoughts. Okay, maybe that will help you find the clarity. Or think about what is it that you can do, um, to change things up. So for instance, if this is your health, then you know what to do, Taurus. I don't have to remind you, but sometimes things just happen and we don't realize certain things, right? So if this is health, it could be, changing up your routine, making it more pleasant, maybe keep the music on or something like that. If this has something to do with relationships, maybe this could mean having a conversation, or it could be, if you think it has something, maybe there is a project you want to take up and you are feeling doubtful, maybe think about sitting down and really understand what these thoughts are all about, and when we, you know fear is nothing our, how do I say this? If you are afraid of certain things, if it feels like maybe you don't have it may have something to do with skills, something to do with confidence, something to do with, you know you you if it feels like you have to figure everything out, and if it feels like you don't have enough time, things like that, so there is a solution, right? It could be learning something new, it could be making time for you to rest and relax, it could be, having communication, having a conversation, things like that. So there is a solution to every problem, right? So this is about being aware of what the problem is and not procrastinate things and, put things for another day, wishing for a miracle to happen, right? But if this is important for you, then you will find a way around it. So know what the solutions are. Okay. So yes, with Five of Pentacles, what I want to say is, stay in your heart, and don't be an outsider in your own life. If it feels like something needs to change, then change it. Do what you can do today in order to create that change. Okay. And what I want to say is, you got this. You know, it's just that maybe you are feeling a little bit tired. It could be that maybe some of you guys are not well. It could be, if that is the case, this is recovery. And it could be migraine, headaches, something to do with lower body, like your legs, joint pain, something like that. If that is the case, just be aware what's going on and take good care of yourself. Maybe get a checkup done and things like that, so you know what to do. Again, I don't have to advise you. So being solution oriented is important here. Having faith and trusting yourself and being confident is important this month. Okay. So yes, whatever it is that you are beginning, you don't have to figure out the entire path, Taurus. It's all about taking that next step, whatever is possible, and you will create that momentum automatically. It's all about energy, right? When you make up your mind about what you want, with this, it feels like you are not sure, but when the clarity is there, that's the first step. You being clear in your mind about what you want, that's the first step, and then you can take the next step. The next step could be, you making a plan, you writing things down. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be anything major. You don't have to build your empire today. It will just take it easy, take it slowly. And also, when you come across an inspiring thought, take action. Don't overthink things and kill it. All right. So now, in your environment, you have Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups is someone who, uh, it could be, a water sign. So this could be Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy coming through. And they are coming from a place of open-heartedness. So this could be friendships, this could be your children, this could be, someone you are meeting, someone new you are meeting. So this is, very clean energy. And this is also someone who comes from a place, they are coming from a place of, uh, you know, um, uh, love, and yeah, this is good energy is what I want to say. Okay. But looks like you are not open to it, Taurus. I'm not sure, like I'm asking you. Okay, with this it feels like maybe there are certain things that you are thinking about. This is also you um, it feels like you are kind of you're feeling doubtful about things. It feels like you are being cautious, guarded, things like that. So you have to check with yourself if you are open to what you are coming across. Okay. So when it comes to your goals, your dreams, this is your final outcome card. So when it comes to your goals and dreams, some certain things, like something that is uh, that's in your mind, um, know what this is all about. So for instance, if this has something to do with goals and dreams, like I mentioned, um, is there something you need to let go of? This is you letting go. However, things are still making you feel a little bit um, you know heavy. There is a sense of heaviness and burden, as if that you are carrying the weight of the world. Emperor. Okay, so is there something you need to let go of? So something that doesn't resonate anymore. It could be goals and dreams. It could be emotions that you are choosing to hold on. It could be thoughts. Can you put that to rest? So whatever it is that you are choosing to still hold on to is something that's kind of stressful, and it may affect your health. Okay, so remember to keep letting go and come from that place of come from heart space is what I want to say. Stay in your heart and keep focusing on the light. So with this it feels like, see here, this is light, right? And they are not focusing, they are not going in, they are not as if they can't see it, right? So what I want to say is keep focusing on the light, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here with the moon card. With the moon, yes, you may feel a little bit sensitive and emotional about things. This could also be, be aware of what's coming through around the full moon. I think full moon is on the 12th of April. So around the full moon, know what's going on, or it could be something that already happened. um, the new moon in Aries happened on the 29th of March. So it may have something to do with that. And or it could also be, past, with Wheel of Fortune and Moon, something to do with past. It could be something that happened long time ago, something happened recently, or it could also be past life memories. So something may come to the surface. Okay, and full moon is also the time when things comes to the surface. We come across a sudden realization, a revelation, and this is also truth. So things like that. So just be aware of what's going on in your in your environment, how you are feeling about things. So, and this is, there is nothing you need to do about it. This is about awareness. And with this it feels like you are becoming more aware of what's going on internally, externally, because see, moon is here and it can see what's going on underneath, right? So it can go both ways, Taurus. It can either, so whatever it is that you are coming across, it can make you feel sensitive and emotional. So you might want to stay away, if possible, from environment, from noises, things like that, so you can take care of yourself, because you are picking up on energy. Okay, and so just be aware of that, how it's making you feel. On the other hand, it can, when you become, our sensitivity is our superpower, right? When we are sensitive, we can pick up on the energy of the room, what's going on with people, so when that happens, we can actually rise above our own emotions and be a source of inspiration for others. We can help others, it could be through adjusting our own how you know um, how we want to show up, or it could be just being there helping others. But let me tell you, that can only happen when you if it's possible for you to come from that, if when your energy is balanced, right? If you are going through something, it won't be possible for you to be there for others, but if your energy is balanced and if you are staying detached from what's going on in the environment, then it will be possible for you to use your sensitivity to be a source of guidance and inspiration for others. It could be a family situation, it could be our children, it could be friendships, it could be workmates, things like that. So that's what I'm seeing here for you. Okay, you using your own, you rising above your own emotion. You can see clearly. The reason why I'm saying this is because we see the moon in the dark, right? Where this looks like very a sunny day, right? And in the under the light, we can see things more clearly, right? So that is also something that's coming through Taurus. So both energies are available for you. On the one hand, you are coming from this place of wholeness, balance, peace, and love, very heart-centered energy. On the other hand, you also have this coming through, fear-based thoughts, feeling doubtful about things, hesitation, and things like that. So what do you want to feed? Which energy do you want to feed? Do you want to feed? So this is the two aspects I am talking about. So this is our, dog is our, our learned self, right? What we have picked up in this lifetime, what we have learned in this lifetime. But the wolf is our primitive self, our authentic self. So it's all about, so both are available for you, my dear. So you want to check with yourself, which energy do you want to focus on? What do you want to feed? Okay. So it's the, what I want to say is, what I'm intuitively getting is you want to focus on the light. Yes, this may cast shadow, moon in the night, even a rock looks like a snake, right? So, but that is not the truth. So certain things are not as they seem. Okay, so what is the truth? So what is it that you want to focus on? Because whatever it is that we are focusing on grows, and this is something we all know, right? I'm just reminding you, I'm just reading the cards. Okay, so yes, what I want to say is focus on the light, focus on the possibilities, and don't feed the shadows, don't feed the fear. Okay, instead keep your, whenever fear shows up, distract yourself, divert your thoughts, and be aware of the opportunities here, be aware of the learning opportunities here. Okay, I'm not asking you to ignore or pretend as if it doesn't exist. I'm this is all about being aware of what's going on, the fear-based thoughts, and what is it helping you understand about life, about yourself, about your situation, about other people, things like that. So this is a learning opportunity. So the cards are reminding you to keep the focus on the opportunities here, keep the focus on the possibilities, and be aware of the shadows, but you don't want to dwell in them. Be aware of the fears, but don't dwell in them. Instead, think about the solutions. Okay, what can you do about it? And that will help you create a positive change here. And yes, we are not going back. We are not going back to past patterns, things like that. Now it's time for us to move forward, okay? And that's exactly what I'm seeing here for you. Yes, it may not feel comfortable, it may it's kind of challenging, but at the same time, this is also you being, knowing in your heart and soul that you got this. This is you focusing on your potential, your capabilities, and what you can create, so this is about being confident, and this is opposite energies, okay? But we all go through this energy from time to time, okay? Even great masters go through this energy from time to time. Yes, we feel doubtful about things, we hesitate, we come across fear. None of us are fearless, right? But it's about being aware and still go pushing through the fear. It's not about struggling with anything, it's about keeping your focus on the light and the possibilities, and rewiring the mind, right? To focus on what's possible. All right, so with the emperor, again, like it could be, you are being everybody's parent. So you are being it could be that you are taking care of your family, and the people you are coming across now. It could also be that something that you are now working on is very close to your heart. So you may feel a little bit tired and exhausted. It could be that you are the only one taking care of things. So you may feel tired, okay? That's the energy coming through here. So now, if there is someone you can reach out to, and get people involved, there is a tendency for you to take care of things yourself. But no, if that is necessary, is there someone you can, you know, you share your responsibilities, ask them to help you with things and things like that. So yes, if you need help, there are people around, so get the help you need is what I'm saying. It may have something to do with your personal life, it could also be your professional life, okay? So maybe, if there is something, you can reach out to the the people concerned. If there is something that you are not sure about, it's about reaching out to the people concerned and have an honest conversation. Let them know what you need, in order for you to function, and do your work in an efficient and effective way and things like that. On the other hand, for some of you, it may have something to do with a parent figure here. Okay, so maybe something is coming up in that area, a conversation you are having with them, things like that. Maybe someone needs something from you, and you may feel like, it could be that you don't know how to, what to say. So something like that, as if your hands are tired, tongue tied, things like that. So no, yeah, what the situation is all about and how can you break out of it, okay? This is a card of empowerment, you making your own decisions, you asking questions, speaking up and things like that. So it's important, and this is also reminding you to work with others, okay? And yes, like I said, it may have something to do with your career, or it could also be a project you are working on. Maybe, this is also reminding you, reach out to your community, maybe, ask them for their thoughts, so that will be helpful, maybe. With the emperor, this could either be your energy, Taurus, or it could be someone else. So if this is your energy, you are being, you are left, on the one hand you are feeling this way, but on the other hand this is a powerful card. Okay, this is about you understanding where you are coming from, what you want to create. So this is again, like I said, empowerment. You speaking up and you doing what needs to be done and things like that, and that is very powerful to come from that place of clear understanding. Okay, so just know how you can create that balance whenever this comes up. Overthinking tendencies, know how you can break out of it, because you can. Okay, so know how you can break out and set yourself free. Or it could be a relationship that is making you feel a little bit stressful. Okay, so know how you can have that conversation. If you, yeah, it's all about having that conversation. So a transparent, honest communication is important. And what I want to say is, don't be an outsider in your own life, Taurus. Whatever it is that you want to do, you got this, right? You have what it takes. That goes without saying. But it's about, you trusting yourself. Yeah, it's about trusting yourself, being confident, and taking that next step, whatever it looks like for you. Okay, all right, now let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. Yes, if you are entering into a contract, an agreement, it feels like maybe there are certain things you are not seeing at this moment. And certain things are not as they seem. So don't go by what's being uh, don't go don't go by other people's advices, their suggestions, and their promises and things like that. Okay, instead you want to go over the details. If it has something to do with documents and everything, just make sure you understand the terms and conditions. If no, if possible, maybe have someone take a look, maybe like someone who is an expert in that field, like an attorney, right? So yeah, it's important to go over. That's what you are doing here. It's like you are feeling doubtful about certain things, so you are going over the details to make sure that everything is in order, and so you don't have to worry about anything, right? So yeah, pay attention to the details and take it easy. Don't come under the pressure. If somebody is asking you to hurry up, ask them to have patience. Okay, so don't let people tell you, yeah, don't come under pressure and do something. Instead, you want to go over the details to make sure everything is in order before you sign on the dotted line. That's what I'm seeing here. So yeah, slow movement, paying attention to the details, being present in the moment is very important in this month. It also looks like maybe there are certain things you are looking for. Maybe you kept it somewhere and now you are looking for it. Yeah. What I'm seeing is you searching for it. What is it that you are, it could be metaphorically, okay? What is it that you are searching for? Um, it could be, again, it could be a thing. Maybe you misplaced something and you are now looking for it everywhere. It could be right in front of you and you may not see it. So if that is the case, just don't worry about it, and maybe when you are not thinking about it, you will see where it is, right? And that always happens to me. I just don't make it, I just don't you know worry about it, and then you know, I find it somehow. So that's also coming through for some of you. And also, yes, if you are carrying anything heavy, be careful on the roads. And if you are carrying anything heavy, just remember to be more present. Just be aware of what's happening in the surroundings, your environment. So it's important you do that this month, okay? Something to do with a vehicle is also coming through. If you are thinking about buying a new vehicle, yes, maybe negotiate. That's important. It could be that you are buying something. It could be a vehicle. It could be interviews, it could be meetings, buying, selling, whatever the case may be, negotiate. Those of you who are looking for love, you may meet someone this month, but it's important to have a transparent, honest conversation to make sure you guys are on the same page, okay, what their priorities are and things like that. So it's important to have that conversation. So it's important you take it slowly before you make any commitment. Just make sure you are getting into the right thing, okay? Pay attention to your intuition. This is high intuition, psychic awareness. It could also be dreams. So maybe you will find yourself waking up in the middle of the night, things like that. So you want to, remember to write things down, even if it doesn't make any sense. Okay, maybe you will know what it's all about at a later stage, but it's important you write things down. And pay attention to signs, synchronicities, what you are seeing, hearing, things like that is important. And also pay attention to your communication, and that's exactly what's happening here. It feels like, you are walking on eggshells, you are being overly cautious, as if you are expecting a fight or something. This is you fighting the storms, or are you fighting with yourself? What is this, Taurus? So just know what's going on internally, what's going on in the headspace, because that's making you feel exhausted. It could be emotional exhaustion, mentally, physically, things like that. So just be aware of what's going on. All right, now let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards for you. Spirit, please give us a message for Taurus. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? Taurus. Taurus. All right, Taurus, your message is the Pearl. Didn't I tell you? It looks like you misplaced something. I was gonna say maybe it's a piece of jewelry, and you are looking for it everywhere. So it again, you will find it. Okay, it could be right in front of you, and you may not be able to see it, but don't worry about it. Instead, just focus on other things, and suddenly you will find it. Okay. Alchemy, the reward at the end, from grit to grace. There you go. So transformation is what I'm seeing here. I told you. So this is both energies are available for you. On the one hand, you are feeling this way. On the other hand, you also have this available. Okay. So look at the growth, Taurus. So this is all about how it's just a thought away. It has to do with a shift in our own perspective, how we choose to see things, understand things, how we see ourselves, our potential, the possibilities for our life, and things like that. It could be any some situations you are coming across. Yes, certain things are kind of challenging, however there is also an opportunity there, right? So that's the place you are coming from. You are keeping your eyes on the possibilities. You are keeping the eyes on the light. Okay, and that's the transformation we are seeing there. When you do that, things will change automatically. There will be a gray, a transformation, light. The dark is turning into light. Okay, so it's all about facing, seeing the challenges for what they are, facing our fears, right? And not, we don't want to uh, keep the blindfold, right? Instead, it's all about seeing, looking at our fears straight in the eye. And when we do that, it loses its power, right? So, yes, so feed, um, you know, the, so how do I want to say this? Yeah, what I want to say is stay focused on what's more important for you. Stay focused on you, okay? And everything else will fall away. Wow, that's very powerful message. All right, look at this card. Beautiful. So alchemy is the transformation. There is a reward at the end. Okay. All right. So let me read this out to you. The pearl. So this is also you pushing through the challenges, even though looks like you are coming across some, it could be health related challenges. It could be you coming across some delays, obstacles, but you are still taking some brave action. You are still moving forward with things, and there is a reward at the end. Okay. So that's what you want to focus on. So the pearl, okay, let me see. Okay, 112. 112 adds to number 4, and that's what we are seeing here. Number 4. Number 4 has to do with a foundation. You focusing on the basics, maybe. Maybe you are building something from the scratch, and you are, it could also be you going back to the basics, meaning understanding why you have started something in the first place. If there is a project or something that's kind of lying in the back burner, this is you realizing why you have started that in the first place and how you can take it forward. So being ambitious, that's what I'm seeing with the Emperor card. And yeah, being ambitious, and you being very clear about your goals, your dreams, and taking things forward, taking action, being brave, being bold, things like that. So that's amazing. And it looks like you're also collaborating with others. See, there is a partnership coming through, and you also have Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Emperor. It looks like you are joining hands with someone powerful. Okay, someone who has the power to make decisions. Okay, what is that? 112. Pearls are one of the most precious treasures of this world and certainly of the sea. While the specifics of their creation remains a mystery, they are believed to be the result of a natural process. Certain mollusks produce pearls as a way of protecting themselves from irritants that enters their shells. The formation of a natural pearl is a rare occurrence. with only one in roughly 10,000 oysters producing one, and it can take anywhere from 6 months to several years. This card brings a precious message that something sacred is being created, and it's likely being created by you. Maybe you have been creating something in the physical, such as a child, a home, or bringing an idea to life. Or perhaps your pearl is more metaphorical than that, having dedicated yourself to alchemizing your hardships into healing, grit into grace. Whatever it is, you are being acknowledged. Whatever it is, you are being acknowledged for your work and the deep roots required to truly rise. Clina was the Celtic goddess of beauty, love, and the ocean, and it was believed she could be found in every ninth wave. It said that people would whisper their wishes and prayers into small pearl offerings placed within a shell and tied with seaweed, and then cast them into the sea on the ninth wave in the hope that goddess would grant their prayer. Offer up your prayers to Clina for the alchemy to continue to happen. The jewel at the end is near. Wow. Healing waters activation. I am ready to receive the jewels of my life. And also Ace of Wands. I am ready to receive the jewels of my life. I am ready to alchemize my hardships into healing and my grit into grace. There you go. What a powerful message that is. And yes, you are, creating. This is a card of a creator, who creates. So what is it that you want to create? So it's time, and you are taking action. You are moving forward with things, even though it's kind of difficult, but you are focusing on that next step, like I said in the beginning, and that is going to, you are moving in the right direction. Okay, so keep listening to your heart and pay attention to those inspired insights that you are receiving and act on them. Okay, so Taurus, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Please take good care of yourself. And this is also travel coming through for some of you guys. Travel. So if that is the case, if you are planning something major, remember to plan. It could also be you planning out things. Okay, so there are a lot of things you doing your research, planning and things like that. Okay, yes, please remember to watch your moon and the rising sign as well, your Venus sign. And if there is, if you like these messages, if these messages resonated, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and please let me know in the comments what you think, and share with whoever needs to hear these messages. Spread the love. Thank you so much for your support, and please take good care of yourself, and I hope you have a wonderful month ahead. I'll see you in my next reading. Bye bye.